So Ken Palace of Justice, the Mumu man, later went to Zion Ministry and later came out to apologize to Evangelist Ebuka and his twin brother, Engineer Obi, after I advised him to do the same thing 3-4 years ago when he was having issue with Ako Zion. You know, sometimes I used to tell some of you guys, like those friends of mine, that sometimes in life you need to calm. You need to apply wisdom in some certain situation. You need to rethink. You need to go back to drawing board. You need to remove all your pride. Especially when you know that they have already conquered you in every aspect of whatever you are dealing with those people. You know, this whole thing started 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, or 4 years ago now, when the whole dragging of Zion Ministry and Evangelist Ebuka started. Everybody was dragging. Just like I always say, some of those people that always drag Zion Ministry, drag Evangelist Ebuka, drag Daddy Obi, knows nothing about them, knows nothing about the ministry, have never come closer to them or the ministry, at least to know their personality, at least to know the whole truth about that ministry. You know, just like most of you on this social media clearly knows nothing, anything that has to do with the ministry, the man of God there. You are dragging, you are making your own video because you see people making their own videos. You are dragging, you are making your own video because people are talking. People are dragging them. People are saying all manner of things. People are cooking lies, propaganda. You just join so that they will hear your voice. Or rather, so that you will earn from Facebook. So the whole dragging was happening then, 3 years ago. Ken was posting, saying all manner of things against the ministry, Evangelist Ebuka and Engineer Obi. Even though I understand that most of this whole thing are cruise is just to earn on Facebook. But there are some limits in whatever we are doing in this life. He went on to do the thing. Then those native doctors, a lot of them. That's what when everything was hot for their ministry. He kept making videos, He would go and download video from Zem page or some of the bloggers that talk about Zem ministry and post to say no amount of things. The thing now push him. He went to take one of the video that belongs to Ako Zion. He posted the video, was calling Ako Zion Apamo. Calling Ako Zion, that was when their audio binoria stuff was, you know, ringing high. Ako Zion went to report that video. That was exactly how Ken's downfall started. And mind you, according to Ken, he said he have close to $10,000 in both pages, and he might not be far from truth, because then Facebook was paying like mad then. Unlike now, Facebook don't used to pay. People that are doing content now are wasting their time because they are earning peanuts. When Facebook page was then some of us sometimes we need to cash out $1,500, more than that, every month. That was 3-4 years ago when Facebook was busy paying, you know. So when Ken said he have up to $10,000 in his close both pages, I don't think he's lying. So now Ako Zion went to report the video on his pages, and he started begging, pleading for Ako. No, he started by insulting Ako, dragging Ako, calling him wicked person, this and that. Then I was just, you know, watching, just like I used to watch all of them on social media doing their things. I was just watching and observing. So one of these days, Ken called me. I was surprised. I saw his call. He started explaining what happened, that those videos he used to make is just cruise, is just joke, that I should please give him Evangelist Ebuka and his twin brother, Engineer Obi, phone number, that he want to call them and apologize to them. Mind you, then, Ken was still in Senegal. Alabeke in Senegal, you know. So after explaining everything, the way the guy was speaking bitterly, when you see your fellow man that is going through pain, you will know. The way he was speaking, I said, okay, the thing there is that I'm not going to give you those numbers because I don't just, give out people's private contact just like that. What are you going to do if I were to advise you? Travel down to Zion Ministry. Secondly, stop insulting Akuzion. Stop dragging Akuzion's family. Stop all this, you guys, audio billionaire and whatever. Go to Zion Ministry. Apologize to Evangelist Ebuka and his twin brother. You can easily meet his twin brother out there. Explain things to him. Ask them to have mercy on you, and see if they can talk to Akuzion to release that page for you. Because the guy said he was on a verge of returning back to Nigeria, finally from Senegal, Alabeke. So that money is part of his plan to come back to Nigeria and start a business, or start life, in whichever way he want to go about it. So I say, since you needed this money urgently, I mean, $10,000 not be here now. Go to Zion Ministry live. Don't do online begging. Don't do online whatever. Go to the ministry. Enter there. Let them acknowledge your presence. Make a forgiveness post. Try to meet them in person. Struggle to meet them. Because Ako where they drag, I know the person where you go drag to on social media to change his mind. Once he don't be. The only people that can even make Aku to reconsider is Evangelist Ebuka and his twin brother. I spoke with this guy, advised. He said okay, he will do what I asked him. The next thing, I saw him online. His people now, his online people, the toothless dragging media warrior. I said not to go anywhere. Never go there. Don't apologize. This one, that one. They discouraged that guy. The next thing I saw is that Ken was arrested. Ken want to buy himself in Senegal. Like Ken stage that he has been depressed since Akuzion took down the page, and he want to buy himself because Akuzion refused to release that page. That is, on the other hand, trying to paint Akuzion bad and set him up for dragging, so that when the news will spread that Ken don't buy, which would be lie, then people will start dragging Aku, dragging somebody in dojo. You hold this guy page, this guy by himself. Now after staging everything, his own death, I mean Ken in Senegal, they went to buy coffin, apathy, to do the whole thing, because they want everything they want the whole story to be real. On the process of them taking apathy, the coffin inside his apartment, according to stories, so according to updates, on the process of them and his people taking the apathy inside his apartment, Senegal people around there saw the apathy, the coffin, and called the police. That those Nigerian guys, it's like they have spied somebody that see apathy. They saw apathy going inside one of the apartments. That is how police of Alabeke, Senegal, came there and arrest Ken and arrest other Nigerians there and send Ken to Nga. Ken spent close to 1 year in Nga. After that, he came back. His life has been a mess ever since he came out. I don't want to talk about some people he used to drag and say some certain things, cooking lies, making directly false allegation. Just like people like Apama that gave him a thunderous factory setting slap last time. Ever since then, this guy's life have been a mess. He came down to Nigeria after they released him, and then, I mean, no matter what, the man will still try to do his thing. But last, yesterday, someone was telling me that Ken later came to that Zion ministry. Ken also tried to apologize to Evangelist Obi and Evangelist Ebuka Obi. Ken is now making series of posts asking for forgiveness to Evangelist Ebuka and his twin brother. That was exactly what I told Ken to do then. And I told him, do that, go to the same ministry, try to meet them. At some point, bring me in. I will try to speak on behalf of you. We all are page owners here. I know where he's coming from. Like, at least try to, you know, ask if there is a way they should forgive you. I know Evangelist Ebuka, his twin brother, they will easily let go, you know, and can even call accusation to allow this guy. That was exactly what I told Ken. Then, I don't want to call their people's name. All those ones where you have pages. Then, you guys, I don't want to mention anybody's name. They gingered him. The guy didn't go with my own advice. But guess what happened? He lost that $10,000. He went to prison. His life has been on a mess. And he later went to self-ministry. And he later tried to apologize. And he has been apologizing since yesterday now. Sometimes in life, leave what people around you are saying. You are the one that know where the shoe is paining you. Act. It's not going to change anything from your name. It's not going to do anything from your life. That is what some of our people fail to understand. Everything now go by iwu guy man ida ha nwa nwe akụrụ iwu onye ike nwanne akakpa ha na gị akakpa gị agba gị ọnwụ ba a ga-eji ihe kugide gị kugbuo gị onwe ka agba gị ọnwụ ba ka ejiri ihe gari kugbu gị ifinye na ihe na-aba eti gị taya n'onu amụ ego ọkụ once no fi gị aye meriri gị something. Life is not like that. But some of our people, I don't know what is wrong with them. I feel for him, you know. But yes, definitely they're gonna forgive him. But man, you have lost a lot. And guess what? All those people that was hindering you, don't go to the ministry. Happen the RNG, they can't do all those one. Joining to insult. What did they do for you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You are the only person that lose $10,000. You are the only person that went to Nga. You are the only person that is suffering now. You are the only person that later went to self-ministry. You are the only person that is doing that forgiveness. And everybody have moved on with their life. Even when you went to Nga, all of them moved on. Now, myself, we never made their thing. It's a big lesson for some of you to learn. I just feel like to share this story. So some of you here, we understand what happened exactly, and also know how you are living your life. Everything now by I got no, it doesn't work that way, you know. So Ken, when you get better, if you went to Zion with all your heart, like sincere heart, may God forgive you and change your story, you know. One thing you guys don't know is that Evangelist Ebuka come on Facebook, and Evangelist Ebuka cannot be someone you could just come out to talk unnecessary. Do this, now person will never live with prophet know how those things work. Sometimes now their spirit go deal with you, go mess you up. If care is not taken. So let me stop here. Call the one. Why is he na hit a book?